Well, Cordelia Kretzschmar's in Vatican City for us. A bit of a surprise choice, Cordelia?
A huge surprise, Lorraine. Do you know, when the new Pope first appeared on the balcony, a lot of the people in the crowd genuinely had no idea who he was, because he was, of course, a 30-to-1 rank outsider.
Cordelia, what's he been up to since that balcony appearance last night?
Well, Aled, he's been doing things his own way, a sign of things to come, perhaps. He got the bus back to his residence with the rest of the cardinals last night. He had dinner with them, and then he slept in the same building he's been sleeping at throughout this conclave, although I do understand his room has been upgraded. It's a fairly frugal hotel. This morning he will hold a mass at the Sistine Chapel, and then another first. He will meet the outgoing Pope, a Pope-to-Pope summit, if you like, the first for 600 years. And on Tuesday, they are planning his inauguration. It's interesting to see that Tuesday is the Feast of St. Joseph, a nice, neat nod, perhaps, to the Pope Emeritus, used to be known as Joseph Ratzinger.
Okay, Cordelia, thank you.
Let's go back to our top story now. And the Catholic Church has a new leader this morning, of course.
76-year-old Argentinian Jorge Bergoglio was unveiled as the new Pope last night in front of tens of thousands of people in St. Peter's Square.
Cordelia Kretzschmar was there for everything last night and is there this morning. I mean, it felt electrifying sitting in my lounge watching it. I can't imagine what it was like there. Tell us what happens now.
Well, what happens now, Pope Francis is waking up probably round about now at the same residence, actually. He spent the entire conclave with the other cardinals, although he has had his room slightly upgraded already. Last night he decided to take the bus back from the Sistine Chapel with them to that residence. He had dinner with them, possibly a glass of wine or two, before his real job starts today. Mass will be held later this morning at the Sistine Chapel. Crowds of thousands again expected to throng St. Peter's Square. And then Pope Francis will leave the city of Rome briefly to meet with the last Pope, and that's the first time two popes have met face to face for 600 years. Well, the former government minister and Catholic convert, Anne Widdecombe, joins me. Anne, the first non-European Pope since the 8th century. What's the significance of that?
Oh, and the first Latin American Pope, and the first Pope to call himself Francis, a whole string of firsts. So I think what's in everybody's mind is he now going to be the first to do something else? What other innovations has he got in mind?
And what are the challenges that he will want to tackle first?
Well, there are enormous challenges facing the Church in all parts of the world. In the Middle East, you've got Christians fleeing in droves after the Arab Spring, when the regimes have turned out to be oppressive. He's somehow got to make a huge diplomatic initiative there. He's got a big problem in the West with the tide of secularism, and of course he's got a problem everywhere with reasserting the Church's authority after the child abuse scandals.
Just a word on who is Pope Francis the man. The crowd didn't seem to know who he was at first.
I'm not sure that any of us really know, but the fact that he took the bus back and not the papal car, I think may be a sign of things to come. But he is theologically very conservative, so probably not much change there.
OK, the first down-to-earth Pope in history. Another first in a month, absolutely full of them here in Rome.